We had a really cool guest speaker. His name is Rusty Hayes.
Rusty Hayes.
Rusty Hayes.
Shout out, Rusty.
And he focused on what does it mean to be a godly man.
It's going to be really memorable, I'll tell you that, which I like.
Yeah.
Rusty, we will never forget.
Yeah. No.
There's not a chance.
No.
He like kind of checked in on us as he was preaching. He noticed that some people were looking a little tired because, you know, it was a little bit later at night.
He's like, guys, do I have your attention? I'm giving you wisdom here. Pay attention.
He did spend a good portion focusing on the married men, but I think actually I got a lot from that because even though we are not married yet, I think it's very good things to know before we get married.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to give you boys the man talk.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. It was basically like the sex talk, but with an audience, essentially.
The sex talk with Bible verses.
He's like beef jerky. He's like rough on the outside, but the inside you could tell he has kind of a sweet teriyaki-ness to him, where he's like, where he's like kind of like a nice guy.
Teriyaki. What did he say when he met you?
He's like, I like your hair. I used to have hair like that. In one of his sermons, he's like, I used to be a good-looking man. I used to be handsome. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, very memorable.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What else is going on in the world? A lot of bad stuff, actually. Holy cow!
Tell me all the bad stuff.
I feel like everything I saw on social media was just horrible, just horrendous.
What's the worst thing you saw?
Like the persecution of people in Nigeria. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. Like people, I saw this video, it was really sad, where this mother was with her sisters or something like that, and she was just, you know, just crying, and her kids were just dead in front of her, like with a blanket over them, and they killed them just because they were Christian.
Yeah, that's definitely happening around the world. That's messed up.
Yeah, I feel like it's happening now more than ever. I don't know if it's just because we have better access to information about this sort of stuff, or if it's been like ramping up. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like it's always happening.
Well, sure, but to a certain point.
Yeah,
I think you're more aware of it now.
You think so? Yeah,
that stuff has always been happening. Yeah,
it sucks, man. It's like we're so lucky to sit here.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
That it was such a reality check.
Yeah,
man. Like I have an energy drink in my hands. I'm wearing sweatpants at a somewhat comfortable, you know.
Yeah, once again, it's a little bit warm in here.
Us and our first world problems of
the last
little warm.
The last warm night. This better be the last warm night.
Yeah, we keep saying that.
It always cools down, and then the night we have to record a podcast, it gets warmer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys though. I was a little bummed out. A little bummed out today.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
No.
Did you have anything exciting happen today?
I hit basket for an almost ace,
Yes,
which is actually worse. So
I
it was exciting because a hole in one.
Yeah.
For disc golf. It was exciting because I hit it, but
2 days in a row.
Yeah, 2 days in a row. So
that's insane.
It's bound to happen at this point. It's kind of how disc golf goes sometimes, where you'll get on a streak, or like if you ace, and then like if you keep playing, you're kind of. I've seen it more often than not where that person will ace again within like 2 weeks. It's really weird. People just like fair. Tap into something. I don't know.
Luke, have you ever aced?
One time.
Nice.
I think I was like 21. It's like 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was at Jackson Park.
Shout out Jackson.
Just the easiest hole you can imagine.
There's a McDonald's there. It's pretty big. It's big.
Yeah, the easiest hole you can imagine, maybe 150 feet, 200.
The farthest hole?
Hole one.
Oh, hole one.
Like 150 feet?
No, I think it's like 170.
Oh.
I'll pull it up.
All right, like around 150 to 200 feet, just dead straight shot, just right into the chains. I've chained out once or twice.
Yeah, Dredsko hole one, you got robbed.
Yeah, Wes is not aced. He cannot defend himself because he's not here right now.
That's true.
And we have this deal that we will not allow Wes to go to Uno's.
Yep.
Until he aces. He's never been to Uno's, and we do not allow him to go until he aces. Yeah. It's been going on for years. he wants to go so bad and be like, Wes, you got to ace first. So
you got to find him like an easy one.
Yeah.
Nah.
He's had plenty of chances. He's bound to at one point.
That's true. Like he's gone in the basket and then out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like there's now like it's like golf where it's
is that
like
chained out? Is that what that means?
Yeah. Like it pretty much goes into the basket, hits chains, and just spits out.
Okay.
So
It's not a
unfortunate.
perfect catching device, but it's as good as they can get it for now.
Yeah.
They've been trying. Actually, at the last tournament, they were experimenting about putting another layer of chains on the pole so that it would soften the blow. Because if you hit directly on the pole, it will want to jump back straight out the way it came.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if it worked very well.
I feel like, yeah, it's not very,
They tried.
yeah, it's kind of BS a little bit if you hit directly on it, it spits out, but
But it's kind of like that in golf too.
Right.
Like if you hit the rim of the hole, it'll
True.
go
True.
out. So I think they're kind of replicating it,
Yeah.
like the difficulty of getting the goal.
Totally.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
no, it makes sense.
Milo does disc golf.
Yeah.
How was Milo's week?
It was good.
Yeah.
Productive week. Yeah. I felt good.
Nice.
How was getting back to reality after the long weekend?
Good. Yeah. I didn't feel that exhausted after this one. Not like previous.
You didn't have
men's
Joey
retreats.
burnout?
Yeah. No.
That's good.
I think
We're evolving.
it helps that I drive down and then
Yeah.
me and Brandon
we're separate.
talk about like our
Theology.
exactly. We talk about theology and like our lives and our family.
Right, not hypotheticals for 4 hours.
Yeah, not nonsense.
I do feel like that's most of our conversations. Or
I think James got tired of me and Brandon's conversation
really?
a little bit, or he was just tired because he was like napping in the back
nice.
while we were talking.
Brandon, the first you came up with us, the year before you came,
Yeah,
he slept like the whole way on the car ride up. It was Joey, Wes, and I, and Brandon. He was
Yeah,
just
he did.
knocked like 30 minutes in.
he was probably in school then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
And then the first year when you were in the back seat with Joey and Brandon
my God.
was so
It's like being locked in a car with squirrels. That's what it felt like.
Like
just
Theodore
chaos.
and what's the
Alvin,
no,
Theodore, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Simon or something.
it was just crazy, dude.
Well, they're chipmunks, but
I just had to. I felt like plugging my ears at some point.
you
Just
should have. I wouldn't have taken offense.
just too much.
Thanks for tuning into the Campfire Council podcast. My name is Miranda, creator and designer of Sown in Strength. I am passionate about witness and evangelism. There is nothing more important than knowing Christ our Lord and Savior and making him known, the Great Commission. I aim to inspire Christians to confidently and effectively wear and share their faith. Go check out sownandstrength.com or Sown in Strength on Instagram. You can see all the current offerings of clothing and accessories, as well as blog posts that will encourage you in your walk with Christ. Don't forget to use code CAMPFIRE in all caps for 20% off. Now let's get back to the episode.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Campfire Council podcast. Thank you for joining us today. With us on the council, we have myself, Luke, Emilio, and Joey.
Hey, now.
So today we are going to be, well, last weekend, I know this will be coming out later, but last weekend we went on the men's retreat from Thursday night to Sunday. So we did an episode last year on that, but we're going to be doing a recap as well this year, just like the recaps and everything that happened on the retreat. So do you guys have any highlights off the bat you guys want to bring up?
Yeah, I think just when we were all sitting out there on the porch, it was just really
Yeah.
nice to have, my dad just talk to all of us and share his experiences based off of the sermon and like pretty much like his whole testimony. I felt like was told.
Mhm.
So it was cool to kind of learn a little bit more about his testimony, like some of the small details that I didn't know before. But yeah, he definitely needed it. I know that we all needed to hear it. So it was perfect. But yeah, it was just really nice to just slow down and just have those conversations.
Shout out Filski.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, I think that was great. It was great to hear from Phil and learn from him and gain like some of his wisdom. I thought that was definitely one of the highlights.
Yeah.
And then me and Brandon on our way back, we're kind of talking about that and kind of comparing your relationship with your dad to our relationship with our dads.
Mhm.
We both have good relationships with our dads, but there's something about like the frank honesty that you
Yeah.
can have with your dad that's like
Yeah,
we're not
don't care
quite
anymore.
there. Yeah, we're not quite there with our dads. But yeah. So I was thinking there's some things I want to ask my dad about and
Sure.
talk to him about.
Yeah, and I think I know you asked me that earlier. Like, what do you think? Or maybe it was Brandon. Like like, how do you guys have that relationship? Maybe it was Brandon, now that I think about it. But I think it's just been like all of the low points have brought us closer together.
Mhm.
I think just being brutally honest with each other and like with my other members of our family, just having those deep conversations, you know, we're all together on a Sunday to, I don't know, watch a stupid Packer game. Yeah, I don't like the Packers, so I don't even really like sports
Milo
anymore.
loves the Packers.
Yeah, Milo's
Huge
in love with the
Packer guy.
Packers.
Yeah.
He's basically a Packer. Like
Yeah.
I looking at him, could be AJ Hawk. I don't know.
I couldn't tell the difference.
They're joking. I'm the least into sports probably out of anybody.
No. But yeah, I would say that just having those conversations as a family and just airing it all out. I think we all just reached a certain point where like we've all shared some really deep stuff, and now we feel like we don't really have like secrets necessarily. I don't know. We all have secrets, sure, but like I feel like we all just had that time to just lay down the cards on the table and just get it all out.
I really enjoyed that, and I'm very thankful for Philippe. And just being like vulnerable is very difficult. I mean, in general is difficult, right? But then also as a man, I feel like it's a lot harder for us to open up, share our feelings, express ourselves, let alone in front of a group of guys, a group of men. And I know Philippe well, so does Wes. But, you know, some of the other guys he didn't really know too well.
Mm-hmm.
But being willing to sit down and be vulnerable and share your story, it's very impactful because we have so much more to learn, and he was teaching us the things that he learned and things that he recommends that we do and things that he recommends that we avoid. You know, just like sharing that knowledge and the wisdom that he had. So, yeah, I was very thankful, and that was a really great conversation. And the thing too that I noticed is the time we have those conversations is when we have like that time set aside.
Yeah.
So we had, you know, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning where we had just all that time, just us guys, and we had that time to like talk and hang out. And I think there's a lot of good conversation over the weekend. A lot of good conversation.
Those are definitely some of the best times, you know, like even after like we do a podcast here and it's like we go and get food, and then I feel like the conversation definitely shifts to like a little bit more real. Not that we're not being real here on the pod, but you know, it's just like there's no camera pointed in your face, and you don't have, I guess, the pressure of knowing that it's a podcast. And you know, just good conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, my legs were so sore after playing a couple hours of basketball. And it's crazy. Like one, I'm not doing cardio a ton, but running like that, I do once a year with like basketball, like running, jumping, and stopping. Mm-hmm. And my feet were sore.
I was going to say, that's the hard part, is like the stopping.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden your body is like, oh, I have to like.
Yeah. It also didn't help that I played in Vans.
No.
I just didn't bring my basketball shoes. And that floor, it's like it's a different style of gym floor. So it's slightly slippery. Mm-hmm. But it's fun. I love playing basketball. Ping pong was a blast this year. I played Pastor Jason, Ethan,
How'd you do?
Christian.
Looked
I think
really
I did pretty good this year.
Yeah,
so
he cooked.
Shout out Pastor Jason. I won this year. Hey. 2 out of the 3. Last year he beat me. So I came back this year.
Nice.
Ethan, we played 4 games. He won 2 and I won 2. We just never got around to the 5th. So we're going to have to settle that next year.
Revenge of the 5th.
And then I played Christian, and he beat me for sure.
Shout out Christian for all those great pictures too, by the way. I don't know if he watches this podcast, but shout out you, Christian.
I think ping pong is one of my highlights of the year. Mm-hmm. For sure. It's just like, it's so much fun. I play once a year. So, but you went airsofting again. How was that?
It was fun.
It looks, I love watching it.
I enjoyed it. Next year, I'm not going to bring much equipment, I think, because the last 2 years that I've played airsoft there, every time I walk up, you know, I have like a little bit of a chest rig, and I got like, jacket. You know, my gun with a red dot, and everyone thinks that it's like a huge advantage, and like we're gonna totally destroy them or something. Sure. My guns are like very similar to the ones that they provide.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll probably just bring a gun, like bring an airsoft gun.
I wish they would do the day airsofting though. I would do the day airsofting. I just think
night is pretty fun.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
pretty
fun.
sick.
Do your goggles fog up?
No,
Oh,
not mine. I
Okay.
have good ones.
I just feel like it's tricky because with that bridge,
Yeah.
I feel like as soon as you see that light, you're just unloading.
Yeah.
And if anyone,
That's
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
point.
yeah,
And they allowed full auto this year.
yeah, they look sick.
So people were just like
When you and
unloading.
Braxton crossed the bridge, dude,
Yeah.
you guys are destroying.
I was
Just-
like, Braxton,
I didn't see any
on
of that.
3, we're just gonna unload on that direction. Just gotta
Nice.
yeah, it looks super fun, but yeah. Also, I'm for sure I'd like to do the Thursday to Sunday again every year. It felt like so much more relaxed,
Yeah.
but
100%.
and I think it was my best year for trap shooting.
yeah, you did really
I
good.
think I
in
hit
that, too.
22 out of 23 because I shot for 2 chips that I missed. So I think if I would have just played it clean, I think I would have only
Sure.
missed like 1 or 2.
Did they do any Oakley at the end?
They did. I missed
Okay.
it though. I mean,
Oh.
I didn't really
Okay.
want to buy another box of shells,
Oh, okay.
but I wish they used to play it the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
but now they start off with like the majority of the time just doing normal trap, and then they go to Annie Oakley at the end. So-
I really enjoy watching it. It's a lot of fun
It's
to
fun.
watch for sure. I think the best part though was me and Tyler Esposito just hyping up Logan because he was like, "Oh, he's like, I don't think I'm gonna do very good," and he was like,
You
"I
did
used to
great.
play in high school." He was just like downplaying it the entire time.
Yeah.
And then as he was shooting, we were hyping him up, and Tyler's like, "Oh, he hates this." I was like, "Well, we're just gonna chirp him from back here." It
Dude, I
was
think-
funny.
Yeah, he did great.
One of
Yeah,
my
I did.
favorite moments too was we were over by trap shooting and we were getting instructions on just the safety rules and everything. And there's a group of us guys and you look off to the right, you can hear some noise and there's a 4-way teeter-totter.
Mhm.
And I think it was you and I, Milo, and I think it was just you two out of our group.
Yeah, and
Maybe
Joey was over there.
Noah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we look over to our right and it's Wes, Brandon,
Braxton.
Braxton, and you, Joey? Or was it
No,
James?
No, at that time it was James.
James. Okay, so James, Braxton, Wes, and Brandon. And they're just like going back and forth in this teeter-totter. And like you can clearly hear them as this lady is trying to give us instruction.
Yep.
And I'm looking over and I'm laughing. And then I see the lady who's giving instruction. She looks over and she starts smirking. And I was
She
like,
couldn't handle
this is exactly our group. Like
Yeah.
something kind of serious is going on. And then we're just off doing our own thing. Just
We're
causing-
definitely like the black sheep of the adventure treat. Like, there's no way we're the most respectable ones at all.
Black sheep.
We're-
What a way
People-
to describe us.
like, there's a reason why they put our cabin at the end.
the very farthest
Like,
one at the
every year, we're
Well,
always all the way at the end. There's
no.
no way that's a coincidence. Like,
Well,
we signed up pretty early, dude.
I mean, sure, but like, think about the cabins that are across the field, though. Like, there's this field,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's probably like a whole soccer.
Well, they
whole
know that
football
there
field.
there might be an emergency situation. That
Ah,
happens. They know
true.
that
Yeah.
like
We
they
have to be close enough.
Yeah, they have to be
Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Really relaxing, though.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
It's
You don't
so beautiful.
expect Iowa to be that nice,
Mhm.
but it's like hilly,
Yeah.
almost like they're not mountains, but they're like
Yeah, the
really-
bluffs. Yeah,
really
they're awesome.
tall hills or bluffs. Yeah, it's beautiful area.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
And I-
Lansing, Iowa?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And I really enjoy too, for the most, like not having good phone service is a blessing too, though, because then you
Yeah,
have
that's
that
nice.
2 days where it's like, I would check my phone before bed or something, but I'm not on my phone. Like you're actually present,
Yeah.
talking, hanging out, playing ping pong, whatever it was. So that's really cool too. I'm glad that there's not great phone service because it would just
Totally.
kind of take away from the moment of just everyone being on their phones. But any other highlights before we kind of get into talking about like the weekend?
Well, I just think it like the last 2 years I've been like kind of following you guys around a lot, and I still did that this year. But it was nice to have like a roundtable discussion
Yeah.
with a bunch of guys.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, it was a great conversation with a bunch of guys. It started off like I sat by you and you were sitting by Derek talking about Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
And then we kind of,
There we go.
he and I started talking about apologetics and what he's been studying. He's been studying like Catholicism and Protestantism.
Nice.
So we just had, that podcast with Logan.
Mhm.
So I was somewhat studied up on that topic so I could kind of converse with him about it. And then Ethan sat down and then I think Matt, what's his
Yeah, I think his name is Matt.
Yeah, Matt sat down, and then the Zach guy, and all of a sudden we had like 10, 15 people sitting in a circle,
so
and we were
cool.
all talking, and Pastor Tony was there. So it was really cool. We jumped around to a bunch of different topics, got into like arguments for God's existence, arguments for the soul. We're talking about me and Spencer were talking about general relativity, like Einstein's theory of general relativity.
Wow.
We got into a little carbon dating
Nice.
and
Everything.
evolution, and so we got into a lot of different topics.
That's awesome.
And that was for sure the highlight of the trip for me. I love conversations like that, and I love hearing people debate topics that I don't really know about.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were Derek kind of got ganged up on a little bit about his beliefs
Okay.
about baptismal regeneration, I think he calls it. which is,
Interesting. Okay.
Like he thinks that baptism is much more important for your salvation than like what a lot of Protestants would think.
Gotcha.
He views it as like it's your entry into the church, and it's through the church that you are saved. So baptism is like necessary for your salvation. And then people like Thief on the Cross would be like exceptions to that rule. But like in general, people
Okay.
need to be baptized so that they can enter the church and become saved through the
Yeah,
church.
I don't think I agree with that.
Yeah, but it's cool to
yeah.
hear his
Yeah.
point of view, and then he kind of had to defend that against Ethan and then Matt
Okay.
and Zach, and they were nice about it, but they're all kind of like debating.
He was
it.
the only one.
and I'm just like
Punching him in the corner.
yeah, I'm just like watching them debate, and
Right.
I'm like, this is awesome because I don't really know all the different doctrines, like
Sure.
different verses that they know. So it was great.
Yeah, that's a huge blessing to the conversations. But yeah, this year I think it was we did a lot of things together, and then once in a while, like one or two people would go kind of do something, and
yeah.
the rest of us would go do something else. And I think it's really great because one, we've had a lot of guests on the podcast now too, and we're able to build more relationships. One, from all the years of the men's retreat, you get to go back and see them, you meet new guys, and it's really cool just to go back and like catch up and have those deeper conversations. And just an absolute blast, and really, really blessed that we can meet amazing godly men that are good examples that we can learn from, that we can maybe share some of our knowledge, and then also just like have a good time, like just a good laugh. Like speaking when you mentioned Spencer earlier, so I saw him, and a couple of years ago we introduced him to Rain for the first time because
Yeah.
he came with us on a gas station run.
Mhm.
We're like, Spencer, you got to try Rain. He absolutely loved it, and he started getting them. And then, I mean, I brought this year probably
Yeah, you were stocked up, dude.
Maybe
40,
50,
42 energy drinks this year. And
Dang.
we came back with, I think, like 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
6 or 8. And I was like, Spencer, like, you want an energy drink? He's like, oh, yeah, you got some Reigns? I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, you've tried a White Monster before, right? Shout out White Monster.
Yep.
He's like, no, dude, I've never had it. So I was like, you got to try it, Spencer. So he opens it, and he's like, holy crap, dude. He's like, this is like water. I was like, yeah, man. And the next morning, the next day, I see Spencer walking around with the biggest Monster can you can get.
Yep.
And he's just smiling with the huge
Yeah, I
smile on
saw
his
him with
face. I was like, Spencer, what do you got there? He's like, dude, I went to the gas station. I got the biggest one I saw. It's like,
I don't know if we're doing the Lord's work with this, by the way, because we did it with Craig, our last guest that we had on. Go check
Yeah,
out the
that's true.
latest episode on that.
I don't think.
oh, he
slept.
sent me a text. Let me show you
He
this.
did not do well at all. It was, I think Wendy Sue told me he couldn't sleep for like 4 nights.
What?
4 nights he was like unable to sleep well.
4 nights.
4 nights. That's what she told
No.
me. Yeah, that's what she told me.
Oh
I'll
my
show
goodness.
Look
dude.
what Craig sent me. It said, I just got back from the gas station. He sent me that yesterday.
you. It's a gif of someone just downing an energy drink.
I feel bad about that.
Sorry, Craig.
We warned him.
He did.
We did.
We
yeah.
warned him.
Yep.
We-
and I
we-
have proof. Milo,
I feel like we could have
Milo's
like.
saying, oh, maybe you shouldn't drink too much of that.
Yeah.
But
Oh, is there proof of that?
yeah, we just need a rating, a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Your thoughts?
Right.
It's my first time. A little
So we
nervous.
Very
We got a white
first
monster going down the hatch right
energy drink
Ooh, nice. Yeah, nice.
First
Committed.
energy drink.
now. Yeah.
in his life,
Wow.
right?
Whole new world.
Whole new world, just like putting on the headphones.
What do you think?
I think it's great.
Oh, he's going for round
he's
two.
hooked.
Are you
Wendy's-
a coffee drinker?
Sorry, Wendy.
Do you consume
We
caffeine?
apologize to
No,
Wendy.
no coffee.
Okay.
I've never had a full cup of coffee in my life.
Wow.
Just don't like the taste.
I don't either.
Maybe
It's
don't
horrible.
drink too much of that then.
Yeah. it's somewhere in
Saving
there.
our butts.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Mila's saying, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't drink too much then." If you
Well,
haven't
you
had
know
it."
that's the devil's drink right there. You see those
The
three
six-
claw marks?
666.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
represent 666. So
Well, it's fueling me to talk about Jesus.
Yep.
So we're using it for good.
We're
how
subverting
dare
it.
you? How dare you?
Yeah, but like just overall, it's just the laughs. I mean, we have so many good memories at the men's retreat, and it's a huge blessing. And I've been doing it for 8 years now, I think, and I'm looking forward to doing
no,
it.
you're doing it more.
What?
You've definitely done it more than 8 years. Because I think that was my 7th or 8th time going.
Oh, it's probably my 9th year then, because I've been going since
At
I was
least,
18.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. And I'm looking forward to doing
Almost
it, you know,
10
for
years.
more and more years. So, but we had a really cool guest speaker. He's a good friend of Pastor Jason. His name is Rusty Hayes.
Rusty Hayes.
Rusty Hayes.
Shout out, Rusty.
And he was just a great guy. We talked to him for a little bit, and he gave some really good messages, and he focused on for the weekend, like, what does it mean to be a man, like a godly man. So we'll kind of get into that. And did you guys have any takeaways right away you guys wanted to bring up that you took away from his messages?
It's going to be really memorable. I'll tell you that, which I like.
Yeah.
No shade.
yeah.
No offense to the guy from the previous year. I don't really remember that much.
I don't remember
from
just
his
that one
sermons.
story you were telling me.
I remember.
No, but that was 2 years ago. That was Vince.
That even goes to show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't really remember that much from the guy last year.
I don't even know what he looks like.
I remember his messages about Joseph though, because there were stories
Was it the old guy?
No, he was like middle aged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I blacked out.
Yeah, I don't really remember that much. Was he talking about Joseph?
He was talking. Yeah, he was talking about
Okay, I
Joseph,
remember that.
the father Jesus, in a way that I never heard about. How he was an obedient man of God. How he every time the angel appeared to him, he obeyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay. It's coming back to me now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rusty, we will never forget.
Yeah. No.
There's not a chance.
No.
Just like the way he preached too, I feel like I haven't really. He like kind of checked in on us as he was preaching.
Yeah.
Like he noticed that some people were like looking a little tired because it was a little bit later at night. I think it was
Yeah.
around like 7 or 8 p.m. and
Yeah.
full day of activities and like doing stuff kind of tires
He's
you
like,
out. And
guys, do I have your attention? I'm giving you wisdom here. Pay attention.
yeah, he was from Colorado Springs, so he definitely had like a a little accent on him for sure.
Louisiana originally.
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah,
Okay.
but his church
Yeah,
is
yeah.
in Colorado Springs.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
But that's why he's got that.
Milo
like,
paid more
Bayou
attention
accent.
than I did, apparently.
He had a
Love
good. I
it.
mean, he had a good presence too, though. I think he had. I was drawn into him speaking, but I think he brought up a lot of good points on like what Scripture says about being a godly man. And I know one of the things he mentioned was being a warrior, being obedient, being a king, and I'm trying to remember the fourth thing. I remember he said a godly man is supposed to bless others, protect others, provide,
And be a good husband.
and be a good husband and obey God.
Yeah.
In a nutshell. But I think he did focus. Some of it was focused on like he went through some Psalms and Second Kings, which is talking about like a love letter to a man writing to his wife.
What
And
else?
he did.
What else did he talk about?
Well, actually, if you go look up, what is it? Have people look
All
up
right.
Second or a Psalms, whatever it is. It's
Song
a
of Solomon.
I'm
Song
getting-
of Solomon. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But he did spend a good portion focusing on the married men. But I think actually I got a lot from that because even though we are not married yet, I think it's very good things to know before we get married.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to give you boys the man talk.
yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
sure did.
Yeah, he's like
It was basically like the sex talk, but like with an open, like with an audience essentially.
the
And like,
sex talk with Bible verses.
yeah, right.
to describe Rusty, he's like if you were in like high school and you had to ask him permission to like take his like a daughter of his on a date, you'd be nervous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's kind of Rusty, like his presence, which is great. I think that's
Yeah.
that's
Man's man.
awesome. But Did you guys have any other thoughts off of that?
He's like beef jerky. He's like rough on the outside, but like the inside, you could tell he has like a kind of a sweet teriyaki-ness to him, where he's like, where he's like kind of like a nice guy.
Teriyaki.
I don't know. You know, I always try to make like random comparisons.
What did he say when he met you about your? He's like,
he's like, I like your hair.
I used to have hair like
I
that.
used to have hair like that.
Yeah, he was bald, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Or
he's
like,
like-
at least
he didn't say this to me, but he's like in one of his sermons, he's like, I used to be a good looking man. I used to be handsome. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, very very memorable.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think one thing that stood out is there was a lot of good practical advice. Like
Yep.
he
Okay.
didn't stay in the abstract, and he would give you like the abstract idea, which is, you know, you need to be a man, or you need to be a warrior, you need to be a king, and then he would give Bible verses to support that, and then he would give like stories from his life,
Yeah.
practical advice, but in a way that a lot of pastors don't.
Totally.
Like a lot of pastors won't go into that detail. And I thought that was what was memorable about it, was the practical advice portion.
Yeah. One thing that
said.
stuck out to me is when he talked about a godly man blesses others.
Mhm.
I'd never really thought about that too much, but I think he hit on that really well, of just how when we are obedient to Christ and we're following in his footsteps and we are acting according to his word, we have that opportunity to bless others. And I like the example that he gave of like just telling your, like if you're a father telling your son, like when's the last time you told your kids or your son, like, I'm proud of you? And that hit me home too. I was like, that
Oh yeah, that
that
hit
does
hard.
yeah, it's like, dang, like when do we tell each other like, hey, like I love you, I'm proud of you?
Emilio, look at me. I'm proud of you.
Thank-
That wasn't genuine.
Thank you, Dad.
Emilio, I'm proud of you. I am.
Thank you, my father.
I love you.
Love you too. I'm proud of you as well, Joey.
Oh, thanks, Doug.
But yeah, I think that was great. And he said that he lost his father in an accident
Like at
when
13
he was
or 14.
13.
Yeah.
And so he was saying he wishes that he could just hear his father tell him that he's proud of him.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, man,
Oof.
like I've heard that so many times from my dad, and I'm so blessed
Mhm.
Yeah.
because of that. And some people never get that, you know,
Yeah.
and their dads might not even be dead, but they never get told that their father is proud of them.
Mhm.
So it makes me extremely thankful.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a great reminder. Like if you guys any loved ones, friends, family, tell them that you love them, you're proud of them. It goes a really long way. And once again, you know, we don't know how much time we have with everyone that we care and love. So you know, share that blessing of telling someone, hey, I'm proud of you, I love you. And I even love that example he gave of, was it his son or someone's son that had a friend that was embarrassed about something from, I think they were like, yeah, Rusty sprayed his kid and his
Oh,
friends
yeah,
the
yeah.
hose as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And a younger boy was embarrassed and ran away crying. And Rusty was going to talk to him, but his son went over and talked to the boy and said, you know, he made him feel better. He comforted him. And then Rusty went up to his son and said, hey, I'm proud of you for doing like that's what a young man does, is you comfort and you encourage. And I thought that was a great example. But yeah, and then he talked about protection, I think was a big one too. Just how we had the responsibility of making sure our home is safe, our family is safe. And even when he gave the example of Rusty was I think waiting in line for food, and someone was screaming at another person, and Rusty stepped in after a minute or so and was like, yeah, you're gonna stop doing this. And then he just wanted to like settle that, and he wasn't just gonna stand around like everyone else was doing to help comfort the lady that was getting yelled at. So
Just to jump back to like the fathers being proud, like anytime like hearing that, hearing Rusty say that, I kind of knew like, oh great, like Philippe's gonna come over and tell me that he's proud of me, and I'm gonna start crying, because like it happens every time. Like anytime that we do have like those family conversations and just get real with each other and And like I just know that he is proud of me, and it's one thing to know it and to hear it.
Yeah.
But if it's like, man, it's such a great feeling, because I feel like some people will struggle with that, where they're like, oh, they need to do things in order for their fathers to be proud of them. Like they have to achieve certain things in life, like graduating college and, getting that big job, big promotion, and then they feel like their fathers are going to be proud of them. Where if you can just have your father be proud of you just because of your character is massive.
100%.
Yeah,
and think of how the three of us and the rest of the guys in the podcast, one day, God willing, will be married and have children of our own, and we get to then bless our kids by saying, I love you and I'm proud of you, and we get to pass it on, and like all the generations that's going to hopefully impact later on. And so if you are, whether you're a man or a woman, but specifically to you men, if you guys have the opportunity, if you're a father or you have people who look up to you, like make sure you tell them that how much you appreciate them and how proud you are, because you don't know how far that'll impact their lives, and then going forward, how they can impact other people's lives.
Yeah.
So it's just like a huge ripple effect.
absolutely.
I think my dad has been such a huge influence on me, in that I cannot think of one time in my entire life that my dad has ever discouraged me.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of one time that my dad has ever told me I can't do something or I'm not good at something. Like even when I'm not good at something, my dad is always like, you keep trying, or you'll get better at it, or change this thing and you'll improve. It's always like encouraging me and almost like gassing me up, and making me think that I can do anything like that. It's almost like a cliche, but that literally is how my dad is. And if I choose to pass on anything to my kids one day, it'll be that. Like,
I already see it. You've done that for me in my life, where I didn't feel like great about something, where like I told you there was like no hope of me finding a girlfriend or whatever it may be.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
And like you just like you've always been encouraging no matter what it's been, and like that's cool to see that it started with your dad.
Yeah, I don't believe in talking negatively about yourself. I don't believe in putting limits. I don't believe in putting any limits on yourself. Like, and I think that comes from my dad, because he never put any limits on me, and he'll like I still think my dad thinks I'm going to become like a billionaire one day or something like that. Like
that's a nice height.
He has that have. Like he has that mindset, like that you can do anything if you try. So just that level of encouragement I think is great. One thing I would say is maybe I think my dad could have pushed me a little bit harder in some ways, which is just a very minor critique, but I see how some parents like push their kids to accomplish certain things, and I think there's a place for that. But
sure,
I'm very thankful for where I've gotten in life because of my dad's encouragement.
Yeah, man, that makes me think back to. So my dad actually coached me in basketball for 1 year, I think, in rec basketball.
Nice.
Years ago, and then he coached me a year or two.
Shout out Todd.
A year or two in the homeschool basketball team, Eagles. And I remember specifically, I think he did a great job as coaching. He doesn't know, like, he knows basketball very well, and but he wasn't like crazy knowledgeable, but he enjoyed coaching. I remember going for layups. I would always stop before the basket and then shoot, instead of like a fluid motion of going through layups. And the patience he had for me of like teach and encourage me that the best way to do a layup is to have like a fluid motion. And I was like, oh man, maybe like 9 or 10 or something like that. So I'm just like this skinny little kid trying to play basketball, but like the patience and love he had of teaching me like, hey, you're doing good, but this is the most efficient way to score and to do this. And then also, like, when my brother played basketball on the same homeschool team, the only time we could get a time to practice at a gym was the YMCA, and we could only get it like 6:30 in the morning before everyone else used it.
Yeah.
So someone had to drive my brother to practice, and my mom and dad would switch off, but mainly my dad would drive him. And my dad would wake me up at like 5 a.m. and be like, hey, look, we're going to go to the gym. We're going to work out. And I was like 10 or 12. And we'd go lift together at the Y. And honestly, like, that's probably a huge reason why I still work out today.
Yeah.
Because at first, like, I hated it. I was like, this is stupid. And then if I like woke up late and my dad left, I'd be like, why'd you leave without me?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and we'd go shoot hoops, and we would work out at the gym and like do weightlifting. And he never knew like crazy amounts about weightlifting, but he showed me things that motivated me to get my own membership eventually when I could. And now here I am, continue to work out because I love it. So that's like a huge thing that my dad was able to do for me. And I hope one day, God willing, that son or daughter, I can instill discipline and something that maybe at first they don't want to do it, because getting up at 5 a.m. is not fun, but something that sticks with them that they can carry on for good habits and change into a passion would be a really cool thing that I'd like to do.
Absolutely. And you said something there that resonated with me, is that your dad had patience with you. Because thinking back, my dad had so much patience with teaching me things as well.
Yeah.
Like I remember we were in Chicago for one of my cousin's weddings. Mm-hmm. And we're in this hotel. Like driving up, we were talking about this, but then also like in the hotel lobby, I could not understand for the life of me why a fraction like 1/2 is equal to 2/4.
Oh,
like, and I'm a little kid, you know,
Okay,
so
The numbers are different.
Yeah, then exactly. The numbers are different. Like, how could 1 divided by 2 be the same thing as 2 divided by 4? That like, if you had 2 pies and divided them into 4, that has to be different than 1 pie divided by 2,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's obvious now why they're the same. But my dad had so much patience with like trying to explain it to me until eventually it just clicked. And I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. I get it. And so my dad, I have to remind him like how much he taught me
Yeah.
about how to think like logically and clearly, rationally. Because like now in discussions, it's almost like I teach my dad a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't remember, but it feels like so long ago, I think, that I need to remind him that he's the one that helped me get to where I am. And I'm so blessed to have him as a teacher all my life.
Yeah. Man, another thing too, I think one of the biggest lessons my dad taught me was, I remember when I was maybe like 13 and cell phones were just coming out for the most part. And I was like, oh man, I want to get a cell phone so bad. Like I know other kids are getting cell phones. My friends are getting cell phones. I asked my dad, it's like, when can I get a cell phone?
Yeah.
He said, it's like, Luke, when you get a job, you can pay for it. So the next year when I turned 14, I started working at Cousin Subs, got a job. I had my own cell phone, and then we took driver's ed together.
yeah.
But shout out, we totally cheated on the test because they let us.
Yes, we did. Dude, they were in a classroom and they sent both Luke and I out in the hall on the floor
Together.
to like, do the science test. And I'm like, Luke, what's 18? He's like, B. Like, okay, I'll do 19. And then we just go back and forth. Like, no, I think it's this.
But don't cheat on your tests.
All right, don't do that.
But we did, but don't do it. But yeah, so I got my temps, and I was in the works of getting my license, and I was like, oh Dad, like when can I get my car? Kind of thinking that maybe he'd get a new car, give me his old one. And he said, Luke, when you save enough money, you can buy your own car. So I ended up quitting playing like basketball and track, because I remember I decided like either it's run track and play basketball for a couple more years in high school, or I could work more hours. And I decided to quit playing sports, and I worked more. And I think within that year, I was able to buy my first car. And that lesson right there of, I'm very, very blessed and thankful that my dad told me no and taught me it's okay that you want these things, but it's not going to be given to you. I'm going to teach you how to work for it. That way, when I was able to get these things, I had so much more value for it. I understood the importance of your time that it takes to work, saving money, and not just being like asking and expecting to be given things was like, it went like a huge way. And I forget that all the time. So I'm very, very thankful that my dad taught me those things, and it continues to impact my life today.
Yeah.
I think something we got to remember too is that, like, you know, in Rusty's situation, not everybody has a dad.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
great. We could talk about our dads all day long, but
Yeah.
maybe there's a listener out there that doesn't have his dad anymore, or you know, didn't grow up with a father. And I just want to say that there is a father that is proud of you, and that's God. And
Amen.
he will always be there for you no matter what. He's proud of you. And when it feels like that you don't have that fatherly figure that cares, that he's the one that does. And yeah, he'll always be there.
And you can be a great father too. If you're a young person, not a father yet, you can still be a great father even if you didn't have a father. Like my dad's a good example of that. He lost his dad when he was 17. And he's also like the youngest of 5 kids. So when I would hear about my grandpa, who I never met, he died in the 70s. But my dad spent a lot of time with him. But I think that my grandpa Joe was also kind of like tired at that time.
Sure.
So, you know, my dad has a similar story to Rusty, but yet he still learned how to be a great dad, even though, you know, he didn't have his dad all his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even those of us that do have fathers, or if you're a father and have kids, those fathers and we ourselves are always going to fall short of the expectations that other people have or that we have. But once again, Jesus Christ, God, our Father that will never fail us. He never falls short of expectations. And he's a perfect example of, for all of us men, to strive to be as a father. Just unfailing love, always being there, protecting us, guiding us, showing us the way, the truth, and the life.
Yeah, unconditional love. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. So, and if you guys, if you are looking to be a grade A father, look what Scripture says. Look how Jesus led his life. Wow. Look how Jesus lived his life. There we go. And strive to do those things. And I think you'll see your life in general as a father or as a mother significantly get better. So, do you guys have any other thoughts on Rusty's messages that he gave, or anything in general for the men's retreat?
Rusty Hayes.
Other than how to be a real man, I don't know. I think I learned everything I need to learn.
Let's do some final thoughts around the room, and we can wrap it up.
I got one.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
He
Emilio,
did mention
there.
that every man needs a team of men.
Oh yeah.
A wolf
And I
pack,
was
he
like,
said.
man,
That's
I got
us.
that. I don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah.
I was like, we got that. And we're so blessed because there's a lot of men out there that don't have what
Yeah,
we have.
dude. I know.
So yeah, I have my wolf pack and I'm
That was
blessed.
good.
Amen. And for those on the other side, if you are, whether you're a man or woman, and you don't have like a core community of friend group, and we talked about it before, but pray about it. If you aren't involved in church, get involved in a local church that's, preaching the gospel. Get involved in a Bible study. Get involved in a sports group, whatever it is. Like, do your part to look for it, but ask God to provide. And I do truly believe that he will provide you an amazing group of people that will surround you, encourage you. But I'm very thankful for you guys and everyone we have in our Bible study and the podcast. That's our core group of guys. It's been a huge impact in my life.
I feel like I would just be repeating what you guys said, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
All right. My final thoughts. Just blessed to have another year at the men's retreat. It was an absolute blast. I'm looking forward to next year. If you guys haven't tried a white monster,
Or
give
rain.
it a try, or rain, or both. Give it a try. Do something you guys love to do. Spend time with those that you love. Enjoy the fall weather. I know we're gonna have a few weeks of nice weather before it gets cold, so do something fun. Enjoy all of God's blessings. We love you guys. We appreciate all of you a ton. Remember, if you guys need prayer requests, reach out to us. You guys can DM us on Instagram. If you have our numbers, if you see us in person, let us know. Any questions that you guys have, we'd love to do our best to answer it. We love your guys' interaction. But otherwise, as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share. This is the Campfire Council Podcast.